School of Engineering, Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, online classes, subject name Digital Logic Circuits, Unit number 4, Asynchronous Sequential Circuits and PLD devices, that is Programmable Logic Devices. So last class we discussed about asynchronous sequential circuits and its design. Then memory devices like that we discussed. So in memory devices, RAM is the one of the memory. So RAM or read-write memories in which data can be written into or read from any selected address in any sequence. So when a data unit is written into a given address in the RAM, the data unit previously stored at the address is replaced by the new data unit. When a data unit is read from a given address in the RAM, the data units remain stored and is not erased by the read operation. This non-destructive read operation can be viewed as copying the content of an address by leaving the content intact. The RAM is typically used for short-term data storage because it cannot be retrained stored data when power is turned off. There are two categories of RAM, sir. One is static RAM, another one is dynamic RAM. Static RAM, the storage style format is all static RAMs are characterized by flip-flop memory cells. As long as DC power is applied to a static memory cell, it can be retrained a 1 or 0 state indefinitely. If power is removed, the stored data bit is lost. The cell is selected by an active on the selected and data bit 1 or 0 is written into the cell by placing it on the data inlet. The data bit is read by taking it off the data out line. So operation. The SRAM work as follows. First, the chip select CS must be low for the memory to operate. So 8 of the 15 address lines are decoded by the row decoder to select one of the 256 rows. 7 of the 15 address lines are decoded by the column decoder to select one of the 128 8-bit columns. So these are the address lines and these are the column address lines. That's the memory. So memory is a rows and column. If it is 250 rows into 120 column into 8 bits. So that is produce the some memory. Read operation in the static memory. In the read mode, the write enable input WE is high and the output. The enable OE is low. So the input trace state buffer are disabled by gate 1 and the column output trace state buffer are enabled by gate 2. Therefore, the 8 data bits from the selected address are routed through the column input output to the data lines. So input output 0 1 through input output 7, which are acting as data output line. Write operation. In the write mode, WE is low and OE is high. The input buffers are enabled by gate 1 and the output buffers are disabled by gate 2. Therefore, the 8 input data bits on the data lines are routed through the input data control and the column input control to the selected address and store. Advantages: high speed of data storage. No need to refreshing the circuit because it is a flip-flop cell, so no need to refreshing the cycles. Disadvantage: size of the cell is large and high cost for purchasing the particular cells. So next one is dynamic RAM. So dynamic RAM stores the data as share of capacitor. As shown in figure, the cell in the DRAM is made by a single MOSFET and capacitor. A DRAM contains thousands of such memory cells. When column sends and row lines go high, the MOSFET conduct on charging the capacitor. When column and row lines go slow, the MOSFET open and the capacitor retain its charge. In this way, it stores 1 bit. So this is the concept. When we are charging the capacitor, it will store the value 1. So when you discharge a value, it will be 0. Advantages: size of memory cell is less, hence it can store more data compared to SRAM per unit area. It is low cost. Disadvantages: it need refreshing circuit for a capacitor. Hence it needs extra hardware to control the refreshing the capacitor. It is low speed. Because for every time we need to define the capacitor with the refreshing circuits. So these are the comparison between SRAM and DRAM. So static RAM, it is contain less memory cell per unit area. It contains more memory cells per unit area. Its access time is less, hence faster memories. Its access time is greater than the static RAM. It consists of number of flip-flops. Each flip-flop stores 1 bit. It stores the data as a change on the capacitor. It consists of MOSFET and a capacitor for each chip. So refreshing circuitry is not required. Refreshing circuitry is required to maintain the charge on the capacitor every time after every few milliseconds. Extra hardware is required to control refreshing. Cost is more and cost is less. So these are the main comparison between the SRAM and DRAM. So main advantage of the RAM, it is fast operating speed, less than 150 nanosecond, low power dissipation 1 milliwatt, economy, compatibility, non-destructive readout. So next one is ROM. So it is a read-only memory. We cannot write data in the ROM memory. It is non-volatile memory. It can hold data even if power is turned off. So similar to RAM, most ROMs are accessed randomly with unique addresses. A ROM contains permanently or semi-permanently stored data, which can be read from the memory, but either cannot be changed or cannot be changed without visualization equipment. The ROMs are classified as follows: masked ROM, programmable ROM, erasable ROM, and electrically erasable ROM. So this is the ROM architecture. The data is available on the output lines only when the output is enabled signal low. Each output data lines goes to logic 0 if a diode connects the output data column to the selected row. As decoder output is active low, it places a logic 0 on the selected row. So this is the masked ROM. Nowadays ROMs are masked technology instead of diodes. Programmable read-only memory, that is PRO. Erasable programmable read-only memory using MOS circuitry. So they can store 1s and 0s in the package of charge in the previous layer of the IC chip. So EEPROMs can be programmed by the user with the special EEPROM programmer. The most point is that we can erase the stored data in the EEPROM by epoxying the chip to ultraviolet light through its quarter window for 15 to 20 minutes. Erasable, programmable. These are the advantage of ROM used in there. These are the difference between ROM and RAM. These are the concept we have discussed. Thank you. We will see in the next class.